welcome back to the 13th Sign podcast. In this episode today, we will be playing a fun little game with the Folklore album by Taylor Swift. So we believe that each one of those songs relates to a specific sign. So we'll just be going through those ones, and it'll probably turn to a little bit of a heated debate between me and Elise. But we're happy for you guys to join in on that one too on our Instagram. The 13th Sign. So you can join us there and let us know your opinions and have a bit more of a discussion over there as well. Now, if you haven't listened to the Folklore album
by Taylor Swift,
I don't know why you're listening to this.
If you don't like Tay, maybe
you shouldn't stay safe.
Wow, that was beautiful. Yeah, so we're gonna go through the each song from the Folklore album.
So we're basically going to be assigning songs to signs and having a little bit of a debate about it. Now, going into this, you have to remember that Taylor Swift has a Cancer moon.
We're just going to also shout out to the Instagram that
inspired us to do this first. Because Elise and I got into a very big argument about it because we didn't agree with
we agreed with some of them that this person has posted, but I feel like also they definitely weren't a Scorpio, because I feel like they generalized Scorpio, and I was like, excuse me.
This brand as a whole, I actually really, really love, and if you're into candles, they're actually pretty cool.
So, their Instagram
not sponsored. Just to clarify, not sponsored.
We like your Instagram, by the way. So their Instagram is birth date candles. So they've just put up a little post saying the signs as tracks on Folklore.
Yeah. And when we post this episode, we'll share it so you guys can read it as well, see what they've said and have a little bit of a debate about it. But
yeah, and see what you think, what your opinion is, because me and Billy, well, we're about to find out if we have the same opinions on these songs or not. I found some of them were quite difficult to choose. Some of them I was like, definitely this.
I feel like it's hard because when I was going through it, I was just kept on relating it to the signs that I'm a very creature of habit type of person. Like, pretty much like all of the people that I've been close with in my life are either Aquarius, Aries, or Taurus. So I'm very uncultured when it comes to surrounding myself with other signs and really knowing other signs on like a deeper, more emotional level. So I feel like I really struggled. But yeah, as I was saying it before as well, we need to remember that all of these songs have a Cancer moon.
Yes. So we talked about Taylor Swift's sun sign before. So she is a Sagittarius. And she is a Cancer moon, which is so accurate.
So accurate.
Like, couldn't be more accurate.
No, when we were talking about Cancers, we should have just said Taylor Swift in an emotional state.
Yeah. And her rising was...
I can't remember.
We didn't figure that.
Yeah.
We don't know her time of birth. Taylor, if you're listening.
Yeah, Taylor
tell
Swift,
us your time of birth.
If you're listening, tell us your time of birth. We'd love to know. So do you want to go in order of the album?
Yeah, let's go in order on the album because I've written it like that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Fine. That's fine. You're a Taurus. You're very stubborn. I get it that we have to do it your way or no way. So the one.
Okay, so the one is obviously the first track on the album. So what do you want to go first, or should I?
Taurus.
Really? That's
so freaking Taurus.
And why do you think that?
It's possessive as fuck.
It is, but I feel like okay. So I said, Aries. So just wait for it.
What?
Because I feel like people.
I don't agree.
Wait. I feel like people often assume that Aries are like, I wouldn't say not cheaters. That's a bad thing to say. But I mean, if we go off what the Instagram post said, she chose illicit affairs for Aries. So I feel like that's very generalized. But I feel like when an Aries is in love, they can be not possessive like a Taurus or anything like that, but they can sort of romanticize things and stuff like that. So what I said, I've got some quotes. So I felt like it was like a very like fiery energy. Like I was sort of determining.
Elise loves vibes.
I love vibes. I just can't explain anything. It just has a vibe, all right? So, okay.
But see, so the first line, like I seen you doing cool shit.
I'm on some new shit.
Oh.
I feel like that's like fire, like I'm ready, let's go. I'm doing this shit right now. Like, you know?
See, I get like the boss ass mentality, but you have to remember that you as a Taurus, you're a fucking boss ass bitch.
That's true.
Like this song reminds me of you when I listen to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like in like a great way.
Yeah, I do see the Taurus vibe, because it's like, I feel like Tauruses, when they find the one, they're
very, but I feel like it's a very optimistic Taurus.
True.
Like it's like, because I did have another song for Taurus, but like I think Tauruses really latch on to, as we said, they love the senses and stuff. I think they latch on to.
That's true, and she does talk about very like visual things. But I sort of like, what have I got? Like, so I said, like, the quote, never leaving well enough alone. So I feel like that's very Aries energy, to be like determined. But like, now I'm thinking about Taurus, and like I see that as Taurus as well. And like, I feel like Aries, when they're in love and when they're like, okay, this is my person, they're very just like in love all the way, ride or die. This is forever.
Yeah, no, Aries are definitely like that. Like, I don't disagree with anything you're saying about them.
Yeah.
I just think that there's another song that describes them better.
That's true. I think I do have something else for Aries, but yeah, and I feel like I didn't choose Taurus because I feel like they've said, okay, this person is the one they could have been, but they're not, and I'm letting them go. Where I feel like Tauruses sometimes don't let go. Like, it takes them quite a while to realize, okay, I should probably let go now. So I feel like Aries are very like, they'll hold on for dear life, but when they know it's time to go, they're like, okay, moving on to better things.
But see, to me in this song, she still hasn't let go.
Really? But I feel like saying you could have been the one is like a bit confident to be like, well, you missed your chance. I'm fabulous, but I'm sad.
Persist and resist the temptation. I stand by. I would say that it's more Taurus, but I definitely agree with everything you said about an Aries.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get into it. We haven't had a fight yet, so we're trying not to have our first fight.
We can have a discussion.
Yeah.
That is, we have different opinions, and that's okay.
That's okay.
Everyone's right to their own opinion.
Okay, now the next one I don't think we need to have much of a discussion about, but the Cardigan.
What do you think?
Well, I think out of the Cancer Moon album, it is the Cancer Stellium.
Yeah. I feel like it's very Cancer, but I didn't want to say, because I feel like that's too typical.
Oh, that's too typical. See, I don't know why I got this. I can't justify why I think this at all, but I get Leo vibes from it.
Interesting.
Like, I don't have any reasoning, but I feel like Leos are very, like, underestimated, and they'll, like, just come through, but
I feel like, okay, so what I'm struggling with...
Maybe I think the Cancer's dating a Leo.
Really? So what I sort of go off is I think of the lyrics, but I also have to balance it with the feeling of the song and, like, the vibes of the song. So I feel like...
At least loves vibes.
Cardigan is, like, the sound of it is very airy.
Yeah.
So like my I was tossing up between two, and I'm gonna lean towards
Libra. Yeah, I get that now.
So because it's very, I don't know.
Look, I'll admit I'm wrong. I think he hit it on the head with Libra.
Yeah.
Like I will admit I thought Cancer. Like, I thought it was the most Cancer-y Cancer song out of the Cancer album.
I mean, the whole album is Cancer vibes.
Yeah, but I think if there was another sign apart from Cancer, it would definitely be Libra.
Yeah. And
I do think that the person that she's was in a relationship was a Leo.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. And that's interesting because we'll find out what my other choices for the other songs are.
Okay, so the next one is The Great American Dynasty.
Okay, I'm so interested to see what you because I tossed up a few times.
Can you go first?
Okay, so initially I was like, okay, I feel like it's a bit Scorpio vibes.
Oh, really?
But when I really started thinking about
half
it,
of the album I got Scorpio vibes from. So like I had to stop myself writing Scorpio for every single one, so I like only picked like a couple.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Super like boss Scorpio vibes.
yeah, and like I don't give a fuck what other people think. Kind of mysterious, you know, that type of thing. So, but I went with Gemini.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking of more also the two different perceptions of living in the house. But also, I feel like she is very Gemini vibes. Just like
hot and cold.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's hard to know. It's hard to sort of think, okay, am I thinking as Taylor Swift writing the song, the vibes, or am I talking about the actual person? But yeah, I can Gemini.
I can see Gemini because it is very like also like for her to get in that position as well. Mine's Virgo.
Interesting. How?
So I just see it as like a Virgo's like a really like I just when I hear the song I think like very A-type. Like I hear the song as like she worked very hard to get where she was and then she lost everything and like that her whole world fell apart because of that in my opinion. And like I think that just gives me Virgo energy. Like they work really really hard, but when things start to go wrong, they're not the most adaptable.
And I feel like I see that a little bit, and also like the fact that her reputation completely fucked up.
Yeah.
And
she no matter how hard she tried,
that ruined her.
It ruined her.
Yeah.
And I think that's like to me it's like I think when I think of Virgo, the only reference I have is Monica of Friends. And like to me I could totally see that for her as like building herself up, like being embarrassed from getting a divorce and having a failing marriage, working hard to get to something that she thinks is like the best thing for it, being like a fucking awesome housewife, fucking great, and then like everything just falls apart and not knowing where to restart.
I feel like as a song also it is very Virgo because we don't really talk about emotions too much.
No.
It's very like this is what happened, this is how it went, ...
It doesn't talk about how she felt about her world falling apart. It talks about the people perceiving her world falling apart and the people thinking that this and this. And I think it's Virgos care a lot about how they are perceived more than how they feel. And I think that's what the song portrays.
Interesting.
So the next one is Exile, and I just put Virgo again.
Did you?
Yeah.
I put Libra.
Ooh.
Because I think I'm seeing it more as the two sides of the story and the balance that they sort of both share. That's where I was.
See, I feel like the guy's the Virgo.
I really
like the joke's not funny at all.
Yeah. I feel like I really wanted to choose a deeper sign for this.
Yeah, it's a bit more emotional.
Yeah, but especially like how they were saying, like I was thinking a bit Cancer vibes. I mean, it's all Cancer.
It's all Cancer.
But saying like you were my home and now I'm in exile. Like,
but imagine a Virgo with a Cancer moon. Like that's what I was thinking, because I thought about all of the signs not just as their sign, but like that sign with an emotional as fuck moon.
Yeah.
And like a tough exterior. And I think like you're not my home anymore. What am I defending?
Yeah,
like
that's so Cancer.
But like also Capricorn.
Yeah.
Like as we said before, you don't want to fucking fuck with the Capricorn.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be gone.
But yeah, I didn't really have too many opinions on Exile.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful song.
Stunning. Yeah,
stunning piece of art, but I don't think that it's very debatable on it. You know.
All right, let's get to
my. Do we really need to even cover this one because it's fucking obvious?
I'm interested to see what you see because I've got two.
What are they?
What's yours? You've got one.
Well, I just put down the most obvious one, but obviously Pisces.
Okay. See, I feel like it's too obvious that it's Pisces.
Elise doesn't like obvious answers. She's a Taurus. She has to be insightful. Oh
They
no,
have to be
that's
different.
that's the Scorpio in you.
Yeah, that's true.
having to be super
I'm
insightful.
stubborn, so I don't like if you think I'm gonna say something.
You don't
I'm
wanna
gonna
say
say the opposite thing. So I actually chose Scorpio.
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna say those
Because
2 water signs.
Yeah, so it is very Pisces.
with the Cancer moon.
It is very Pisces, but if you go off what they're actually talking about, so Taylor supposedly is talking about her old production company or whatever. So bit of backstory.
Sony.
Yeah. So bit of backstory. I don't know all the details, but she basically got into a lawsuit with them because they owned all of her songs and they wouldn't let her have the rights to it. So
This boss ass bitch made a fake band and then changed the songs just enough so that she was able to get away with the copyright. And then she was using that one to sell it to music, to movies and everything because she wanted to undermine the company. Fucking boss.
And wasn't it taken off Spotify for a minute, or is that?
Oh yeah, no, there was a lawsuit and shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
But this is the first independent album she's released, and you can definitely tell that it's a completely different vibe, which I love.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like, it's like that sneaky like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go behind your back because you're a fucking asshole, but and you're doing shit things, so I'm gonna have to like do this, and this, and be really sneaky and be an investigator and figure out what I have to do.
But don't underestimate a Pisces.
Exactly.
It like as emotional as they are, emotion is only an energy, and it can drive you to do crazy things. So I think it's a very water sign song more than any sign in particular.
I feel like it's got the Scorpio vibes as well because I mean they're talking about a fucking funeral, like that's 8th house Scorpio shit right there. Like,
I didn't have it in myself to go with Grace.
Literally, that's
like she's
a Scorpio line.
Yeah, she's like, I fucking prefer to tear shit down and everyone think I'm a piece of shit and go down that way than to just close my mouth and go down gracefully.
Exactly. I didn't have a choice, but fuck you, I'm doing it my way.
Yeah, no, love such a woman.
I know,
love
it.
It's amazing. The next one, Mirrorball. So I have 2 for this one.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. Gemini and Libra.
Bitch. That is exactly what I was thinking. So obviously, on the Instagram post, she chose Gemini. Yeah. So I did choose Gemini. It's just very Gemini.
It's like the first time I listened to it, I was just like, this is the most Gemini song. Like, amplified my mood so much.
However, when I started really thinking about it, I was like, no, it's Libra. Like, it is so
100%.
like airy fairy.
Gemini rising. Gemini rising, Libra sun, Cancer moon.
Yeah, perfect. So it's very airy, like the sound of the music is.
Both of which are air signs. That's funny. Nearly every one of the ones where we're doing 2 signs for, both of them are the same, like water or air or whatever.
True.
So
yeah. But yeah, and I feel like literally you're a mirror ball. So you're up in the air being like, hey bitches, like I'm pretty, look at me, focus on me, like it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna balance things out. If you're having a hard time, just look at me and I'll let you know it's gonna be okay, And I feel like that's so Libra, just like balancing everything out, being the what's the word,
I feel like regardless of the mirror ball, Libras, are very much a mirror.
Totally.
Libras just reflect whatever they're around. Like, they're very adaptable. Whatever situation they're in, they'll just show you what you want. And like, I think the Gemini kind of side of it is like the relationship thing where it's like, I'm still on my tallest tiptoes even though I know the end is near.
Yeah.
Like, whereas like a Gemini in a relationship, you won't know what they're thinking. Like, they're going to be like, you might think that you're in the most happy, beautiful relationship in the world, and there might be so unhappy and like leaving you in 2 seconds, or they could be like head fucking you and you think that they hate you and they love you. Like they're very much like, but more than anything, Libra energy.
Definitely agree.
Okay, next one is 7.
So interested to see what you.
So I
love 7.
I know you love 7. And which I think for my sign, I'm just going to use the fact that you love the song 7 as my justification, because Elisa's current partner is a Sag and her best friend is a Sag. So I picked Sag.
Interesting.
And it's your favourite song.
It is my favourite song. However, I mean, I feel like, I might just be biased because I'm a Taurus, but I feel like it's so Taurus, but then also maybe a little bit of Libra, because, I mean, I see Taurus and Libra, like, very similar sometimes. But it's just all about being a kid.
It's and beautiful things.
Like, I see Taurus as, like, lying on the grass and Libra as running through the forest.
No. In that type of scenario, I see, like, Libra as the clouds, and then the Taurus is like the grass field that you're lying in, like appreciating. Yeah. Like you've got to lie down in the ground to appreciate everything.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, to be a kid again. I would love to experience a Taurus or Libra childhood.
I feel like the song is it is very childlike, but it's very just like I am in the moment.
And it is like I see the Taurus for like the beautiful things.
Definitely.
But what did I say for it?
Yeah,
I said Sag. I didn't. I literally had no reason to say it apart from the fact that it was your favorite song and you like Sages.
I feel like I can see Sag
because I think it's like a very free spirited song.
Totally.
Like, to me, it's a very free, liberating song, and to me that was just.
I feel like Sages are like hippies in the forest sometimes, like
like they're the ones going to the what's that festival called?
Like a doof, like a
but like not like
blues festival.
Yeah, they're the ones going to the blues festival. They're not the ones like they're the ones that went to Coachella before it was like Coachella. Like they just went to the desert and started dancing to random music, blasting out of their like car amplifiers. They they didn't go to like a really populated concert. But yeah, love. The next one is August.
So I feel like this is, because it's in August, you just assume what it's going to be. But what did you choose?
I think I just went with the fucking stereotype.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I just realized I didn't write mine down. And I just wrote airy. I don't know what
I see Aquarius in it.
I feel that.
Like, I feel like, because I couldn't think of anything for Leo, so I just said that this was Leo. Okay. But yeah, I think that it's very Aquarius in the confusion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me listen to it again.
Because, and because Aquariuses aren't very possessive, you know.
Yeah, it's very airy.
Oh, such a beautiful song.
Okay.
See, because to me, this song reminds me of like my relationship with my husband.
Really? Oh, that's so sweet.
Like it like the story that she's telling is very much like how we got together. Like how it was like, but you were never mine, and then it's like then it just drifted away into like nothingness, and then obviously we're married now, but that was like the beginning. Like as my husband is an Aquarius, obviously, like I see a lot of that in it as well.
Yep, I feel that. I would go Aquarius.
I would change it for the better. Wanting was enough. Doing it on my own, I was really struggling because I just couldn't get past the Cancer moon. Talking it through with you, I'm actually I feel like I'm growing.
Hey.
I really.
It's good to bounce off each other because then we can just.
Yeah, because like I talked to Travis about it. He doesn't like Taylor Swift, and he doesn't really get astrology. So he's just like he listened to our first episode, and he's like, yeah, I didn't really get the part where you're talking about friends, like because you were talking about fishes, and I was like, what? So yeah, I can't really ask him, but we wanted to make sure that we had the conversation on the podcast instead of doing our prep work together and then having repeating conversations, because when we repeat conversations, they're not organic. Okay, this is me trying. This should be a quick one.
I mean, it would be interesting if you said something different.
I feel like we'd have to have a little bit of an argument.
Okay.
Capricorn.
Yeah, 100%. It's 100% a Capricorn. Like, this is me trying, bro. Like,
yeah, no, and the thing is like, if a Capricorn's trying, you've just got to accept it.
Exactly.
If that's their best, that's their best, and that's like from an emotional relationship standpoint.
Yeah, from emotional.
Oh, like them working and doing things that aren't emotional. Like the first line, I'm having a hard time adjusting. Like they struggle to adjust to caring for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're very self-centered in a good way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is the most Capricorn song I think its song could be.
It's also like, this is me trying to be emotional.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, and like the thing is, as well as like, if a Capricorn was with a Pisces, the Pisces would always see them as like super cold and unemotional. And it's like, no, this is me, like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to try to be emotional. I'm trying to be emotional, and like.
And I feel like.
And at least I'm trying.
Yeah, and when she's like, this is me like standing in your doorway or whatever, it's like, you know, Capricorns, they find it hard to be emotional, so they do more physical things, like, look, I'm literally here. Like, I'm physically here.
They're the type of person that, like, if you're having like a really bad day, they're the type of person that will just sit beside you. They're not the type of person to be like, why are you feeling like that? Yeah. Oh, I remember I felt like that this time and this helped me to get through it. They're like the type of person that's like, I'm gonna sit here and I'll stay here as long as you need,
and I'll
I'm not
back a little bit.
Yeah, but like I can't remember what my dad's moon is, but I know that he's got some things in Capricorn, and like my dad's most like he's a Sag, but he's a fucking, his chart is like worse than some serial killers. And his like emotional response is like, if I like fall down in collapse in tears, the most emotional response I will get out of him is him walking up to me, hitting me on the back, saying there, and then he'll just like awkwardly like pass me to mum.
Yes,
and
scuttle
be like,
away.
Yeah, and scuttle away and be like, can you, like, literally be like, can you handle that?
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle
You're the
that.
Pisces. What is she? Pisces sun.
Oh no, she's the Leo. She just gets shit done. I can't remember. Oh. She just gets shit done. My mum gets shit done.
Yeah.
Me crying like a mess, she gets it done. She gets the crying done.
Okay.
Illicit affairs.
Okay.
We've already discussed how this is a generalized Aries song.
So generalized Aries, I actually really see it as either a Pisces or a Cancer.
And so very Cancer.
So I feel like, you know, they're having an affair, right?
But also Scorpio.
I see a little bit of Scorpio, but they're having an affair, but it's very emotional. Like, it's like, we're having a fun time. It was good, but we're still here. We're still doing the same thing. We know it's wrong. We should get out, but we're attached in some way. Because,
like, the Gemini would have an affair, but I don't think that they would have the emotional attachment. I think they'd just be like, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking hot, I can get whatever I want. Yeah. Whereas, like they're clearly very affected by it.
And I feel like this song is like, you know what an affair's about. You know it never ends well. Mm-hmm. But you're still in it.
Because you either get cheated on, or you are the one that's
like the repetitive cheater.
Yeah, either you get cheated on, you're the cheater, or you're the other woman. And, like, what's the end? Like, honestly, sometimes I feel worse for the other woman. Like, at least for the person that's getting cheated on, they have a reason to have resentment and hate towards the other person. They have, like, a reason to move on. Whereas, like, the other woman can get strung along for, like, years. And I think that that's really what we see here is, like you getting drawn along, you know it's wrong, you don't want to be that person,
but you can't let go.
You can't let go because they're yeah, I think that you're
that line, look at this godforsaken mess that you made me.
Cancer.
That fucking hits me.
Because it's like
Pisces.
after
I
it,
feel
like
it's
because that's
Pisces.
well
They're both water signs.
yeah just
But-
water. But
yeah.
like but imagine you grab a crab, smash it. Look at the mess.
Oh, poor crap. Oh.
We're
It's a
listening to
hard
the song
one.
at the moment. We're about to cry. We need a Pisces moment, but that's fine. Okay, the next one is Invisible String.
Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. I 100% said Taurus.
Yeah, 100% said Taurus too. Do we need to really discuss it?
Really? I don't
Not
think
really.
so. I mean, it's such a good song. Let's listen to it.
Yeah.
If we need to say anything else.
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
listen to it, see if we get any more vibes.
But yeah, it's so
Oh.
Taurus. It's light.
I think I also got Aquarius vibes.
It is a little bit Aquarius, like a little bit airy.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just the colors
Yeah,
thing.
the
I think that's very like the biggest thing on my husband's bucket list is looking at the Aurora Borealis, and I think that's such an Aquarius thing.
Oh, totally.
Just like
Pretty.
or the only thing I want to do before I die is look at the pretty lights.
Yeah.
And this song just kind of gives me the vibe of an Aquarius.
I feel like it's very Taurus vibes as well, because it's like, I feel like we said with the one, Taurus is kind of like, they want that fairy tale.
Mhm.
They want that one person, you know, we've had this invisible string attached to each other our whole lives, and we've just missed each other, and it's like, you know, that love story or whatever.
But like
the visuals are beautiful too. In this one.
Yeah, like I think that it also kind of relates to, I can't remember what song you were talking about it, but like the Taurus just kind of in the field, very grounded, in whimsical kid running in like and they talked about dinner.
Yeah.
So, you know, it has to
They
be.
talk about a yogurt shop. It has food in it, therefore it has to be Taurus.
Yeah. Whenever I always like, whenever I talk to someone that doesn't have Taurus, like obviously you have everything in your chart, but like some things aren't as prominent. I didn't realize that like my husband doesn't have an emotional attachment to food, and I don't understand it.
Weird.
Like he just eats when he's hungry and stops when he's full. Can't understand it.
What's his moon and rising again?
I think he's an Aries moon.
That's right, an Aries moon.
I have a memory of a goldfish. Like he has told me plenty of times. I just always forget. Yeah, he's a Aries moon, an Aries Saturn, and a Gemini ascendant.
Gemini ascendant.
Yep. But he's an Aquarius stellium. So he's a very, very, very Aquarius person. But yeah, okay, this one I feel like we're not going to have that big a conversation about either, but Mad Woman.
What did you say?
Well, so I have...
What did they say on...
She didn't use it.
Didn't she? Yes, she did. She said that, didn't she?
Oh, did she? Oh, yeah, no, she did, and I completely disagreed. This was the one I had the biggest disagreement on. Yeah, Virgo.
Oh, yeah.
This is mad out of emotion. And Virgos don't get mad out of emotion, in my opinion. It's like, more like, you practically did something wrong to me. Whereas this is like, yeah, fuck you forever. Like, that's emotion.
The fact that it literally says about a scorpion, doesn't it? So, like, I mean...
They reference a scorpion.
Yeah.
I think Taylor knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah. It's so Scorpio.
But it's a very, very, very Scorpio song. But I will say, I also kind of... I think it's just because these two often get categorized a lot together is Gemini. Like, because they're like...
We're in the same way.
Yeah, because how they're like... I can't... The lyric just happened, but I can't remember it. But how it's like they criticize you, but they made you like that.
Yeah.
Like a Scorpio and a Gemini both will be the most loving, nurturing, bestest friends that you will ever have, so loyal. But if you break them down and you crush them and you snap them into a million pieces, they're not the type to just sit there and be broken. They're going to build back stronger, and they're just going to build walls, and they're going to be very defensive and very like a Gemini that's like mad, like fucking get out of their way.
Yeah. Same with the Scorpio.
Exactly. Hunting witches. Fucking, that's the most Scorpio sentence in the world.
Literally. Yeah, Scorpio's like that sting, so it'll fucking attack you, but also it'll still cry about it.
Well, yeah, no. This is
Secretly.
this is the most. I feel like every time you call me crazy, I get more crazy, and every time you call me angry, I get more angry. That is me. Yeah. Like if anyone says, "Are you in your period?" Fucking they better watch out. Like more like I know every woman gets mad if you say that to them. Like guys, if any guy is listening, never say that to a woman. But if a person says that to me, I can't control myself. Like I will lash out and get so mad. Like if you call me crazy or mad, that's like the worst thing that you could do to me.
And like the line where it's like, if you like poke the bear, the claws are gonna come out. Like
and both of them are also very methodical, and they think things through. Like taking my time because you took everything from me. Like they might not lash out straight away. They're gonna they're gonna make a fucking master plan, and they're gonna fucking think of a way to destroy your whole fucking life. That's yeah. But as I said, they only do that if you make them that way. Yeah. Like if you make them and put them in that situation, they'll be like that. Otherwise, beautiful, lovely, amazing. Like I think I'm pretty great.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Epiphany.
I said Scorpio and Cancer. Because I obviously initially thought Scorpio, especially when they're talking about like something you can't speak about.
Yeah. Because as we said before, Scorpios, they won't tell you everything. They're very much a listener.
But they've got some shit. Yeah. But you won't find out.
Yeah. Very, very internal.
Yes. So yeah, I got definitely initially listening to it Scorpio vibes, but then I kind of really felt like it was Cancer because it's so loving. Like this song is so just like, I'm gonna protect you, I'm here with you, we're here together. Whatever we're going through, we're gonna get through
just
it.
A flesh wound kind of thing. See, I looked at it from a different perspective. I agree with the Scorpio thing because we've already talked about it, but I think that it's like it talks about a lot of secrecy and hidden things in it, which we both can very much agree on. But I see it as like the Scorpio is the fact that like because in my opinion it relates to like World War I and II or whatever. Yes. And the trauma that was repressed in those generations and how it's really reflecting in society now. And I think, in my opinion, that's the Scorpio. And then the Libra is like bringing the balance and exposing it, but like in an attempt to rebalance the people. Like because obviously they've held on to the trauma and everything for so long, and it's letting it out in a beautiful way to balance. Like as horrible as what happened was, the song is so beautiful and like very. It's a very much like a churchy like hymn, and I think that it's like balancing the trauma and the horribleness with the beautifulness and the peacefulness, and that's why I kind of see the Libra in it.
That's beautiful. I love that. I didn't think about Libra for that one, but yeah, I definitely.
Oh well, you put Libra as so many other ones. I'm sure you just didn't want to put them for all of them. Next one is Betty.
Okay, so this one's really obvious to me. The person on Instagram thought it was Scorpio. I feel like that was a generalization. She's probably not a Scorpio. That's fine. I actually said Leo.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like
I thought Leo, but then I was just like I never got the push, but the beat and the vibe of the song. Yes. I'm just gonna change songs. The beat and the vibe of the song is very, very, very Leo. However, the lyrics I couldn't associate enough with like a Leo. Like I don't feel like a Leo would wait that long, and I don't think a Leo would be like, oh, like I feel like their self-esteem of this person isn't as high as I would assume a Leo to be.
Okay. I feel like what I was seeing is like it's very like literal, and it's sort of it's not super emotional, this song.
See,
It's like, I fucked up, I'm an idiot, and here I am being like, hey, what's up? Like, please forgive me. So that's why I sort of see Leo, but I don't know.
See, I see Aquarius and Pisces. Because, I think...
Maybe Aquarius. Yeah.
But see, you can see the Aquarius, but I'll justify the Pisces.
Mhm.
So I think a Pisces is, like, they're very emotional internally, but they don't like confrontation. They're not going to be like... I feel like this is how they would approach an apology. Like, they'd be like, I miss you, I just want to come over to your party and have fun with you, and then we're going to have a great time, and it's all going to be so good. And, like, very self-critical on themselves as well. Like nothing probably happened. Like, there's nothing in the song that says, like, I did this wrong. It's just like, I know that I fucked up, I did something really bad.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's very Pisces energy and also very Aquarius.
I feel like when I initially heard the song, I was like, oh, okay, so the gist is there's a love triangle and so-and-so's cheated on so-and-so, but they're in high school, so they, but after listening to the whole album a few times, I think it's
just misunderstanding.
Yeah, I think what's happened is so-and-so's liked so-and-so, and then they've seen whoever dancing with another boy per se and been like, oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then they've gone off and had a summer fling with an older person or someone else, and then been like, I was thinking of you the whole summer, like, please take me back, even though I technically didn't do anything wrong, but it was just miscommunication. And it's such a, like, it's not super, super emotional, but it's, like, very high school and being, like, innocent and being like, oh, I'm an idiot, like, I did this really bad thing.
Oh, it's very
the worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you, but really, it wasn't that bad. Like, you didn't kill anyone.
But that's so Pisces. Like, they didn't do anything bad, but they're like, that's the worst thing I've ever done, was what I did to you. And, like, they've been thinking about, like, for me, when I listen to the song, I'm not the best at interpreting music, but to me, when I listen to it, how I feel about the song is, like, it's over a very long period of time.
Yeah.
And I feel like Betty, I don't know whether Betty's Taylor or the person she's singing about, but I feel like it's, like, this person has held on to their emotion for so long, and they're, like, just trying to make it better, but they can't, like, they're too scared to, like, confront the person. So it's like, if I just show up at your party, will you forgive me, please, because I'm really sorry.
And I feel like it's sort of a test to, like, show up at the party to be like, do you actually hate me, or is it all in my head?
And the person probably doesn't even know that they're having an argument.
Yeah.
But, like, again, they just think that was the worst thing that they ever did.
Exactly.
Okay, my favourite song of the album. Peace. Aries.
Interesting. Okay, so my first initial vibes was Scorpio, because I feel like I can always relate it to my Scorpio moon. However, oh my god, I wrote so many down for this one. I feel like I was tossing up between maybe, like, Capricorn, because I feel like, and just, like, hear me out, I feel like they're never at peace. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. That's really bad.
I interpreted it completely different with the peace thing. I interpreted it as, like, I love you so much, I'm so loyal to you, but I'm such high energy, you'll never be able to relax around me, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, this makes me think of a child, like, having a kid and them, like I'm a fire and I'll keep your brittle heart warm, and, like, I'm so loyal to you and I love you so much and you're amazing, but, like, I will make mistakes and I will fuck up, and because they're such a loose flame, they're going to wither around, they're going to make mistakes, they might say something bad about you behind your back, they might do something wrong, they might make a bad decision, they might do this, but they love you so much. And it's like, if you're in a relationship with them, or whether, like, they're your friend or whatever, it's like you have to forgive an Aries a lot. So in some situations. But, like, they love you so much, and they, like, I don't know, I just think of Aries.
Now that you've explained it like that, like, I definitely see that. I think you have a better attachment to this song because it's your favorite than I do, because Peace is one of the ones I do connect to, but, like, I don't listen to it as much as I do some of the other songs. So, but I was definitely thinking, like, like a little bit of Cancer as well.
Oh, yes.
Because, I mean, the whole album, but a little bit of Cancer, like, for the similar reasons that you think it's an Aries, because, like, you know, they'll love you, like, for fucking ever, like, and everything like that. But, like, with the whole Aries thing, like, and, yeah, trying my hardest, but I'll never give you peace. Like, I feel like that's...
Out of all of the signs, I think that Aries are the ones that can make the most unintentional mistakes.
I feel like, yeah, and as the first in the zodiac, I feel like they're kids, they're babies. They're like, oops, like, I'm going to do this. I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing, but I'm having a fun time, or I'm blah, 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 blah. And then being like, oh, shit, was I not supposed to do that?
And then, like, I think that very much, like, how, like, the devil's in the details, but you've got a friend in me. It's like, I know that you think that, like, the little things that I do that are wrong are bad, and I know that you think blah, 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 but you've got a friend in me no matter what. Like, and I think from, like, I've had different experiences with Aries, but I've had some Aries that really fuck up relationships. Like, yeah, no, like, I know that I don't need to say that to you, but, like, Aries fucking break your heart.
They really do.
Because you put so much trust in them, and they put so much trust in you. Like, and I love Aries, but they can ruin a relationship in a second. Like, you can lose all trust in an Aries. You can be completely betrayed by an Aries in a matter of seconds, and they will not know that they've done something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be confused and perplexed as to why it's a big deal, and they won't understand. And I think that that's why I, like, really related to it, because, like, yeah, like, some of the friends I've had, like, done things that I just couldn't imagine someone doing. And I'm like...
But they don't think it's a big deal. They're like, oh, what? Why are you angry at that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? And then they'll just go back to being, like, fun little flame and not understand that there is a time frame that I require to forgive and move on. Aries are such good friends for me because they're so energetic and so motivating. They're so good to have around. Like, my Taurus kind of chill energy, they very much, like, push you to be a great version of yourself and very creative.
Make you spontaneous.
Yeah, very, very spontaneous. But yeah, they just can really fuck up. Like, one of my best friends at the moment is an Aries, and my wedding wouldn't have existed without her. Like, amazing. She gets so much shit done. She's an amazing mother. She's, like, an amazing, beautiful, fantastic human being. But, like, I know that, like, if our friendship was to, like, ever end, it would be, like, that it wouldn't just be like, oh, we casually just drifted away from each other. It would be, like, something dramatic happened, you know? Which is kind of terrifying with Aries. I feel like that's how every friendship ends with an Aries or relationship. It's, like, just dramatic as fuck, you know?
Okay. So, last one is hoax.
Now, she said that this one, the candle lady, the birthday candle lady, said that this one was Aquarius.
Okay. I actually agree with that a little bit because I feel like it's,
I agree with it on
vibes.
the, like, believing hoax. like, I feel like Aquarius is very much associated with, like, cults and, like, manipulation, and I feel like if any sign is to believe something that is false, it is going to be an Aquarius. Like, they're very, very innocent.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like. I feel like the vibe of the song is too dark for an Aquarius, in my opinion.
Yeah, I did write / Pisces.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's a little bit too airy for Pisces. I just feel like it's so Pisces though.
Yeah, like broken me down.
Yeah, like I feel like it's so
It's like it's a Pisces in a breakup.
Yeah, it's like I'm at the end of my rope. I give up. I have nothing else to give.
Yeah.
Like, and disbelieving
Pisces after they watch any Disney movie.
I think it's like, yeah.
No. Yeah. Stood on a cliffside, screaming, "Give me a reason!" Like, so give me a reason to exist. Whereas an Aquarius would just jump off the cliff and have their little floaty thing and go flying in the air, like have fun with it. Whereas an Aquarius would be like, no, I only see darkness and pain in the perspective of, like, they've just had their heart crushed. No other sadness in the world would do. Like, I get that she said that it was Aquarius, but, like, It's not the most Aquarius song out of the album. It's
I feel like it's the Aquarius.
it's a dark Aquarius.
It is. It's like, I feel like it's the Pisces when they're like, they've just been broken up with or whatever, and they're just on the brink. I don't feel like they've let go and cried yet, but they're still like holding on in their heart and being like,
oh no, they've definitely cried a little bit.
maybe. They've cried driving to the cliff.
Yeah, and now they're standing at the cliff. The wind has blown the tears away, and they're like, if I don't have tears, I don't have anything, and no other sadness will do.
Literally.
Who do you think broke their heart? So they were in New York, so I'm thinking financial planner. Like someone that works on Wall Street.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it would
like
have
an Aries. Or
Aries or like a Capricorn. Capricorn would make bank in Wall Street, I think.
And then they're not emotional enough.
And they don't care that they're like standing there on a cliff screaming. Like they're just like, I'm glad that you're not involved in my life, pulling me down. Yeah. If you've ever been broken up with and you don't know what your ex was, if they said, look, I just need to focus on me and you're really bringing me down, it was probably a Capricorn.
Or a Virgo.
Yeah, either or. But it would probably be like their moon or something. Might not be their sun sign necessarily. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that was very, very successful.
I feel like we've went through all of them pretty thoroughly. Yeah, definitely leave us a comment on Instagram or whatever. We'll put the post up and you'll see what we've decided is what and everything. That may
we'll come to a final decision for each song and then post that when this one goes live, and we would love to hear feedback. As I said on the first episode, the whole point of this podcast is just to create more conversation about the beautiful language of astrology, and we would love to have that conversation with you guys as well. So feel free to DM us your opinions, any comments, interests, criticisms, whatever.
So yeah, rate, review, give us 5 stars. If we sucked, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Don't give us a 1 star just yet.
Yeah.
Let us know how we can improve, and then if we don't improve next time, then you can give us 1 star.
Or just give us 5 stars before you listen to it, and then reassess.
Yeah.
All right, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.